Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to look at a very interesting project that I came across in looking through the Boys Club coins. This was one of the lower cap coins. This is called the original Pepe with the ticker Pepe sitting at around $238,000 in market cap. You would classify it probably as a micro cap, although with how degen I am, normally I classify micro caps as under 150K or under 100K, but I know most people say if it's under a million, it's a micro cap. You'll notice the first interesting thing about this coin is the price. It's $6.40, which means it has an extremely low supply. The total supply is 37,000. And I believe if you look at their Telegram, they announced that around 8,000 have been locked for 2 years. Now, if you look at this coin, you will immediately be hit with this disclaimer at the top where it says basically the contract is not renounced. That's a big problem for a lot of people. They try and explain it away. You can see in their Medium articles where they talk about it. They say this is the original. I mean, you can see what it says. The original Pepe. They say this is the original Pepe on Ethereum. Now, if you look at the whole idea of Pepe, the huge one got launched in 2023. The one that's at like, what, $5 billion? I don't know what's at right now. It's at $5 billion. The original one that was technically this is not the original one. Now they claim it's the original one on Ethereum, but the actual OG was launched in 2016. That got revived. That's called Pepe Coin. And people think that one's going to be this huge runner and it's going to run to like $4 or $5 billion. This one is very unique though because of the supply, because it was launched in 2020, because it has this weird ecosystem in relation to the Chad meme and the Wojak meme, and they try and explain it all in their articles, and it's very interesting. But you look at this coin, and I don't even think it has that big of a max. So the thing that you're going to have to do is I'm going to have to see if I can find the actual price history of this coin. Let me see how much price history I can find on this coin. There's absolutely no volume in this coin. Nobody is trading it. And by the way, I went to their Telegram. Their Telegram is dead. Now, this coin had one crazy wick. I don't know if it's a fake wick or what it was, to around 17 million, but it had sustainable price action back in April of 2023 at around 4 or 5 million. You can see it did launch. When did it launch? I mean, it did launch in October of 2020. You look at the other one, the one that's considered the OG Pepe coin, sitting at 54 million. You can see that is interesting how, obviously this was the OG one, but I think they changed their contract. That's why there's no price history dating all the way back. So this is interesting that this only goes back to 2023 on Dex Screener. I'm not saying it's not the original one. It is the original one going back to 2016. They've got a great product. And I've been to their website. It's really good. I'm not saying that. But it is interesting that this other one, the price history dates all the way back to 2020. Now, I think if they renounced their contract, all of their price history would be wiped. And this is classified as the original Pepe, the 2016 one. You can see how it's marketed. You go to the website, the original Pepe established in 2016, the original Pepe coin, because there was the newer one that came out in 2023. And just to prove the point here, the one that came out in 2023, you can see is sitting at $5.4 billion, likely to go over 20 billion this cycle. That's probably a bearish estimate. It's probably going to go over 30 or 40 billion. So you've got that. This project obviously needs a ton of work, and if you don't feel comfortable, I mean, the problem is they say, oh, this is for the community. We don't want to renounce the contract address. But at the end of the day, you're a nonce. I mean, you could do whatever the fuck you want. Like, the thing is I could probably afford to lose $2,000 or $3,000 if I wanted to throw some money into this, but I know a lot of people can't afford that. And even me, myself, it's not like I'm rich or anything, but I'm just saying, like, I went to their Telegram. You'll be able to see my message here. Watch this. This thing only has 285 subscribers. I think I was already in this group. I said, hey, is this alive? There's no response. So it's like, all right, is this thing dead? They say there's a reversal. There's some tweets about it yesterday, or there's some messages about it yesterday. Back to $100. I guess $100 is its high. But I just said at 2 a.m. this morning, is this alive? I guess not. But I mean, listen, the thing is, if this was alive, the market cap would very likely be higher, so you get a worse entry. But this is an extremely risky coin. It's just it's an interesting story. I will say that. It's an interesting story. If I had some disposable, crypto because of good trades or something, maybe I don't think you can really get around this hurdle though. These disclaimers, like I understand the idea if you do mess with the contract and make it, you know, and change it. The problem is the price history I think will be wiped, and so they have the price history on Deck Screener going back to 2020. The actual one that was established in 2016, and this is all nitpicking, whatever. It's like here, this is the website. I mean, the website is like, see, they've got the timer right here. They've got the timer. 1,700 days. And I do like the logo. The logo reminds me of a very retro Bitcoin logo. It's a very unique logo. Supply 37K, tax 0%. And I think they have... See, the thing is they need to put at the top the disclaimer that there's a reason the contract is not renounced. This is why we have to do it. They don't even have that. Featured on Crypto Kings, major live stream. I mean, these are things from 2024. It's like, you know, I think their social media is active. I think their X is active. And they kind of have this logo here. Is this logo better than the one that they have? I don't know. But you can see they've got 13. I mean, they have a 1,300 followers. Only 10 OG Pepe make it. We're not joking. 2 likes. This was from a few days ago. This was from 4 days ago. 3 likes. I mean, there's not much being invested in this project. This is the problem. This is an interesting, intriguing option. They can kind of factor this. I mean, this original Pepe coin only has price history back to 2023. I wonder if this actually is the oldest coin based on price history on Deck Screener. I'm not saying it's the oldest coin overall, because if they changed their contract, I think they would lose all of this price history on Deck Screener or something like that. I don't know. But there's barely any trades on this either. It's just interesting to see these coins and I don't know, you know, the coin like this. There's another one that I want to talk about. This one is just like, I can't recommend it just because of the fact that you're relying on people that are anonymous, and it's just, there's nobody pushing it. I mean, it's unique. Don't get me wrong. It is very unique. And then you've got this other one, this Pepe Cash coin, which is another one that's a micro cap, sitting around 200, very similar market cap, 234K. A lot more volume in this coin. Like, what was the volume in this coin? $77. This one has a lot more volume. This one just got added, so we're going to have to look this one up as well. This is called Pepe Cash. It's based on a like 2016, 2017 meme off of Pepe. So this one got added 2023. It went up to around 1 million, and it's been, you know, it's starting to wake up a little bit. It's at 235K. Let's see what the story is on this Pepe Cash. Before NFTs existed, Rare Pepe Wallet launched in 2016, 2017, letting users trade Pepe meme cards. So this is before NFTs. Users could trade Pepe meme cards in 2016 as part of a Pepe Cash thing, and that's what they called it. Yeah, this one's intriguing. I mean, this seems like this one is a lot more active than the other one. But this is like a branch off of Pepe. It wouldn't be like an actual Pepe coin. It's like a branch off of it. It's like History of Pepe. That's another one that's interesting. I mean, there's just no traction on these. Only 152 posts. But it seems like they're starting to post more. So this is another one on Ethereum. 235K. There's a lot more activity. You know, you would say it's probably a safer option, honestly, than the other one because the contracts were announced. I mean, that's like the bare minimum. Let's be honest. It's like the bare minimum. But, yeah, there's some interesting options. But this other one is the original Pepe. Contract creator can make changes to the token contract, disabling sales. And then they try and explain it away like, oh, we want to do this because it's for the community. Dude, what are you talking about? Like, honestly, what they should do is they should say, listen, if you look at price history, we're the oldest Pepe on Deck Screener. And we can't change the contract because then the price history will be eliminated. Or something like that. That's what they have to say. But even then, I don't know if people would invest into this. Like, where is the... You can only have so much transparency if you're a nons. You know, that's my thought on something like this. So, you know, you come across coins like this, it's interesting. It's like, well, you get in early, you get in before there's all the rush. But I mean, they're See, this is the announcement they made. When was this announcement? This announcement was in May of this year. 6K Pepe coin plus around 12 Ethereum locked up for 25 months. That was in May. So that's locked up through the bull run. So that's 6K of the coin. So there's really only 31,000 in circulation if that's what they're if they're serious about that. Well, I mean, because apparently 6K are locked up right now for 2 years, at least according to what they said. I mean, do they have a yeah, they've got the blockchain transaction hash on it. The blockchain transaction hash right here. Um. Well, we'll have to see if this coin ends up doing well. I don't really know, honestly. I mean, it's an interesting thing to look at. You want to find like the new Pepe, the one, because you look at this original Pepe, the Pepe coin. Wait, I don't know. Let me see if I can. I think it has the price history on here. This is the 2016 one. Like, look at what this one was at. This coin was around 1 million. And then it boomed to 700 million. I mean, that's, it's a 700x. And the coin's probably going to, by the way, go to over 1 billion, we would expect. This is the original one. They've got a great website. They really do. It's the retro website. This is really well done. It's really well done. So you can see that. But, listen, this price history only goes back to 2023. I don't know if this would be the oldest one based on Dex Screener. I'm not sure. Like, look at that, October of 2020. And then if you look at the main Pepe, when did it launch? In May of 23? Or May of 22, maybe? Hold on. It's 2 years old. Oh, no, so that would be 23. April of 23 is when it launched. I wonder if there's any other older ones that on Dex Screener. I think this might actually be the oldest one based on price history on Dex Screener. I mean, does that really matter, though, if the contract's not renounced? It's like, and the thing is, they have to put work into marketing it and everything like that. I mean, this is not a good chart, but it doesn't really matter when you've got a coin like this that's been slumbered for so long. Only 80% of their liquidity is locked. I mean, it's very risky. It's an interesting one to look at, but I just kind of wanted to share it with people. I mean, we'll see if the project picks up at all. It's just extremely risky. And then maybe the Pepe Cash one. The Pepe Cash one, but that one is more of a branch off of the Pepe in general. This is an actual, like, Pepe coin. The Pepe Cash is more of just a branch off of it, kind of like the history of Pepe or, a variance of Pepe. That's what the Pepe Cash coin would be. But guys, make sure you like the video down below. See, there you can see right there, created 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. If you look at these other ones, it says this one created 2 years ago. I mean, that's not true because it got revived, but 2 years ago. I mean, based on, I think it is the oldest one. I mean, maybe there's one older. I don't know. But guys, make sure you like that video down below. That's going to do it for this one.